I thought the Knicks offense yesterday looked really good against the Sixers, so let's break it down. The first play I want to show you is just good manipulation of the defense by passing. So here's the first pass to OG, and then here's a pass to McHale. But these passes forces Eric Gordon and Paul George to guard their man. Right here, now the ball gets back to Brunson for a spread pick and roll. During this pick and roll, look at Paul George and Eric Gordon. They're more spaced out because of that initial pass, and now Brunson has more room to operate. Paul George sinks back, Eric Gordon sinks back. Good attacking closeout by Hart, and that was something you saw a lot more of this game. Everyone attacking closeouts well. That's OG, McHale, and Hart, all three of them in the same possession attacking a closeout. And we talked about why that's super important, right? When advantages are created, you need these wings to be able to continue to press that advantage. Here, this is just a small lift up by Hart that makes a world of difference. So if Hart stays in the corner, like he starts in right behind Sims, McHale can't make this pass. This small lift up opens up the passing lane for McHale to make this pass. And it seems like a small thing, but a lot of times throughout the season, that doesn't really happen. And you're actually going to see it on the immediate next clip. I was going to say next possession, but it's going to be the next clip. So watch this. Brunson's going to generate an advantage. He's going to draw two here, right? And then he has an advantage here. Every Sixer is touching the paint. There should be room to make a pass here, but Hart doesn't lift here. So this is a tougher pass. OG also doesn't lift, so Kelly Oubre is in between Brunson and OG. And this just makes this pass tougher. So if OG just lifted up, that passing lane's more open, and then Brunson has an easier pass, and then OG can attack a closeout or shoot it quicker. Here, this is a good lift up by McHale. This is more of a set play, but just finding space, campaigns drawing Paul George in, and then McHale's repositioning to open up a passing lane for a wide open three. So it's some of these small things that haven't really been happening on offense throughout the year that's happening a lot, or that happened a lot more in this game. Another thing that's been happening is cutting into non-space. So here you can see Precious is a roller, so Precious is rolling into the paint. You're going to see Hart cut into the paint as well, which just causes a little bit of a traffic jam. Whereas if Hart was still on the three-point line and lifted up just a little bit, he would open up a passing lane for Precious to pass the ball out for an open three. Instead, he's just drawing a defender nearby. It's not an easy pass to Hart just in traffic. There's a foul there, but you much rather not cut in that situation. Here's an example where you want to cut. Hart notices it. There's a lot of space in the middle of the floor, and then no one's clogging the paint. Hart cuts, wide open. He misses this, but that's like a good example of when you should cut. And this is a really good cutting team. It's just sometimes they cut into each other and when they don't need to cut. We're going to move on to Hart creation. So right off the pass, just attacks. I thought Hart was way more aggressive in this game, which I've been calling for, and I just want to see Hart attack more because he's good at it and he's a great playmaker. Like, look at this pass. He draws in two. Here's Eric Gordon. Low man has to help, and then finds an open McBride. One more pass to McHale for an open three. And Hart's been an incredible playmaker all year. He's a great finisher. He's careful with the ball. Like, I think he's a good person to just attack more. That's a good pass, finding an open McHale, wide open mid-range. Misses it, but like those are good plays. You can have Hart create, especially if Hart creates when Brunson's not on the court. Here, I just want you to notice Brunson at the top of your screen. A lot of times these plays, when the first advantage isn't created, the ball goes back to Brunson. In this game, Hart's super aggressive, drives immediately, doesn't even look at Brunson, creates an open McBride three. And I think that was different. Like a lot of these times, they just go back to Brunson as a reflex. And this game, they don't even look at him sometimes. Like, look, this play is meant for either McHale, OG, or Hart. It gets stopped, and then Hart's going to turn around and look for Brunson. Right? Same thing here. Hart in the delay action, a lot of times this just goes right to Brunson at the top of your screen. Instead, Hart doesn't even look at him once. Right? And then finds a wide open cutting Sims for a dunk. And you're just going to have this happen more and more. Like someone else has to step up and create. It can't always fall on Brunson. And Hart was incredible this game. Right off the screen, just looking to attack and then finishes. So you're just going to have to see more of this throughout the season. Someone has to do it. Hart, McHale, even OG from time to time. It's just going to help alleviate a lot of pressure from Brunson. And this is in the clutch. This is with 4 minutes left. They trap. Brunson gives it up to McHale. This ball, 95% of the time, goes back to Brunson, especially in the clutch in the fourth quarter. McHale just passes to OG, wide open three. And the same thing on the next play. They're going to trap Brunson. Goes to Hart. Typically, Hart just holds the ball here. Right here. Holds the ball. Lets the defense reset. Gives it back to Brunson to reset isolation. It's not the worst, right? But like sometimes when you're super aggressive like this, you can create wide open looks. And this is a great example of OG finding space. He's going to go down to the corner, just moving and not staying still. Opens up a passing lane. Wide open three. And these can happen more and more because you have the talent to do so. You just have to encourage your wing players to actually take advantage of these opportunities.